All right, Kevin McPherson is here with us from Hogville.net. Big week this past week as we talked about signing day for Arkansas, and the signing period continues. Obviously, when we revert to Wednesday, Kevin, let's begin with Vance Jackson, grad transfer from New Mexico. Impressions on Vance, considering he's a combo forward. Great addition to Arkansas.
Top 100 guy coming out of high school. Started at UConn, ended up at New Mexico for a couple of years where he and Eric Musselman got acquainted, especially in a big game Vance had when New Mexico upset a top 10 ranked Nevada squad that Musselman coached. So a guy that comes in as a grad transfer at 6'9", a full grown man, not a guy out of high school that's going to be able to help Arkansas stretch the floor at that 4 spot, where I think that's been a problem area for Arkansas in the last few years. He's got not only size, but he's got skill. He can shoot, he can put the ball on the deck and get to the basket. I think it's a big pickup.
Jalen Tate, 6'6", combo guard from Northern Kentucky, and a good defender, somebody who could be a really good replacement for Jimmy Witt, right?
I think so. 6'6" with length. Like Witt, he's not really a three-point shooter. He's more of a slasher. But defensively, I think that's the key. 3-time All-Horizon League, All-Defensive team, and a guy that comes in, with scoring nearly 14 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. So he did a little bit of everything for Northern Kentucky, a good team out of that Horizon League.
Devante Davis, Devo, averaged a double-double as a senior. He's out of Jacksonville. A lot of times we saw him put up a triple-double. So Devo is special, and we know he really fits with this offense.
He's got the it factor. He signed with Arkansas on Eric Musselman's birthday back in November, the early period. We sometimes take that for granted because it's been 5 months since then, but a big part of this class, another ESPN top 100 player nationally, and a guy that I think, can play the 1 or the 2. But he sees the floor, and he's going to find guys in transition, but he can also finish himself, and he's a plus rebounder for a guy that plays in the backcourt.
Jaylyn Williams, big guy, 6'10". He can really defensive rebound, and Eric Musselman talked about the fact he likes it. When he gets a rebound, he has the ability to bring the ball up and make things happen that are positive. This is a consensus 4-star, understands playing on the perimeter as well, and is really good in spacing.
Another top 100 guy out of Arkansas, the Gatorade Player of the Year for this past season, a guy that's won a state championship, was a state championship game MVP 2 seasons ago. But what Musselman said is accurate. He's a big man with skill, solidly built, can put the ball on the floor and beat other big men to the basket, can bring it up off a rebound. And he's a proven volume rebounder, over 12 rebounds per game in the last high school season. But the competitive Nike EYBL circuit last spring and summer, he was second in that league in rebounds and over 10.5 per game. So Jaylyn Williams checks a lot of boxes for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Moses Moody, you look at him, and the ranking jumps off the page. Ranked in the top 40, 6'5" guy. He can guard spots 1 through 3, can create his own shot. What about Moses?
And a big-time three-point shooter. We see what Isaiah Joe's been able to do in this offense. When you look at Moses Moody, ranked number 38 by ESPN, that's the highest-ranked ESPN player to sign with Arkansas since Bobby Portis in 2013. So that's been 8 years ago. I know we're going to talk more about him in the next segment, but Moses Moody is the headliner in this class that's ranked 7th nationally right now.
Kaykai Robinson set to sign Monday. He's from Bryant, and then he went to Oak Hill. Tell me about his journey and why he really works in terms of what Arkansas is trying to do moving forward in Eric Musselman's second season.
Well, he's always been a plus defender, and we know Arkansas under the first year of Eric Musselman was the best defensive team on the perimeter. Went wire to wire, basically leading the nation in three-point field goal defense, also in turnover margin, top 10 in the country. And KK's the kind of guy that sets the defense out there in the backcourt. He's a tough one-on-one on-ball defender. He's a good guy in help situations. He sets a defense. So on that end of the floor, you're already getting a guy that comes in with some maturity on that end, but he's an efficient three-point shooter. His time at Oak Hill really proved that he was one of the best two-way players in the country because he was effective not only shooting the three but getting the basket. So this is also another big get. Set to sign Monday on his dad's birthday to finalize what so far is a 6-player class, again, ranked number 7 in the country.
All right, 30 seconds to close. Mason Jones, close to signing with an agent. He told me that last week. Isaiah Joe probably will test the NBA waters, according to Muss.
Yeah, and I've heard that Mason Jones may have, at the end of the week, actually gone ahead and signed with an agent. I think there'll be an announcement that come out in the next few days on that. But that will officially, if that's the case, end his run, 2-year run at Arkansas that ended up with a SEC Co-Player of the Year this past season as he pursues his professional opportunities. And then Isaiah Joe, I've always felt like he's going to at least test the waters. Now, the deadline to declare for underclassmen is April 26th. That's a week from today. So I think any day now, any moment now, we might hear that Isaiah Joe is going to at least test the waters, declare for the draft. But I think in his case, just my opinion, he'll probably leave the door cracked and leave the door open for a possible return to Arkansas, which means he likely doesn't hire an agent right away, if at all.
Great work from Kevin McPherson from Hogville.net. More of the Pig Trail after this.